What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be back to work on my 2023 BMW M4. As you guys see in the previous episode, Candyman got this thing all painted in, and I gotta say it turned out super nice. Everything is pretty much perfect, exactly how I wanted everything to turn out on the paint job. And now it's time to go ahead and finish up everything else that we can on this car. Obviously, we are still waiting on a couple of components. We have all carbon fiber stuff for the front coming from Keys Motorsports. As you guys know, they hooked it up on the blue BMW, so I can't wait to see what they have for this BMW right here. But we have to go ahead and install all of the interior components. We are missing the seat, the carpet. I did have to take out these carpets because there was a little bit of water in here, I guess from the drive, and I didn't want it to start molding up, so we just took them out, cleaned them, and they're simply sitting outside. So we can go ahead and install that, and I think we will go ahead and install this rear window right here. And man, I can't wait to install it because it's been a long time since this car was waterproof. I mean, we had everything taken apart on it, and I would love to give this thing a nice wash. And I did do a little bit of research, and it turns out washing a matte car is so much different than washing a glossy car. So we're definitely gonna have to learn how to wash this thing perfectly. But anyways, I say let's just get straight to work, and let's get this entire interior back together and go ahead and clean everything up, put the center console in, put the module back in, basically get everything back together, and everything should be nice and dry. We'll also go ahead and wipe everything down in here, get everything installed, and get this interior 100% complete. And check it out, we got the entire interior all back together. We got both seats back in, got the center console back in. I gotta say there was a lot of plugs, wires on that thing, but we got everything lined up, buttoned up perfectly. It is a little bit dirty and it will need a little bit of a detail, but we'll probably do that later once the car's all back together. But now we're gonna take a little break from that and talk about today's video sponsor, Brunt Footwear. So if you guys have never heard about Brunt, Brunt is a company that specializes in high quality, comfortable work boots and work clothes. These right here are their next gen marine shoes. I went with 2 pairs of boots, one for my friend Tim, which I'm probably gonna give him the composite toe because he's always working outside with heavy equipment. So let's go ahead and get these things out of the box, and man, check this out right here. I mean, just right off the bat, you can tell everything is super high quality with the box. It also comes with a nice instruction manual if you've never wore boots before. It also has this nice little cloth right here, but here are the real gems. Check these suckers out. Let's go ahead and get both of them out of the box. So check it out, we got both boots unboxed. I gotta say, these things are absolutely incredible. Not only are they built super rigid and super tough, I mean, check that out. You have double stitching right here. You have triple stitching going up there. They're waterproof. They're very durable, high quality built shoes. And I honestly can't wait to retire these shoes right here because these things are just terrible, especially in this environment. I remember when I was welding on the quarter panel in this car, a couple of weld sparks fell through, burnt holes in my shoes, and that did not go too well. Well, these things right here, they are heat resistant up to 572 degrees. So any weld spots will just bounce right off of it. But anyways, let's go ahead and slap these suckers on. They are made to be put on straight out of the box, so you don't have to break them in like other shoes, which makes your feet hurt all day. These right here should be good to go. So let's go ahead and slap them on and give them a test. So check it out. We got our new Brunt shoes on. I gotta say, these things are super comfortable straight out of the box. I haven't wore boots for quite some time now, so we're definitely gonna have to get used to them. But I love them already. I mean, they're so much better than my old janky Adidas that I used to wear. Now we can do a little bit more tire kicking around here at the shop. But now we're gonna go ahead and donate the composite ones to my friend Tim. He's the one that's using the forklift all the time, moving heavy axles and just all the work out here. I got you some new shoes so he can replace those old ones. Wow. So what are you guys waiting for? Upgrade your shoes with Brunt. I'll drop all the links down below. And don't forget to use my promo code vTuned to get $10 off and also enjoy a free 30-day trial. So it's time to get back to work on the BMW. And I think we're going to go ahead and start focusing on the back of this car. As you guys know, we got the interior all back in. Now it's time to finish off the last touch over here in the back. We need to put the rear windshield back in because we did have to cut this glass out whenever we did the quarter panel splice, which actually turned out really good. I think we spliced it somewhere right there. All the bodywork looks pretty good, but let's go ahead and grab the glass. It's actually chilling somewhere over here. I mean, there's a lot of dust on it because this thing has been apart for such a long time, but there it is right there. Let's go ahead and grab it. We do have to clean off some of the glue. There's a little bit of glue residue right there, and hopefully this molding is still good. It does look good, and there's only 2 plugs on there. So let's go ahead and grab this sucker and start prepping it for installation. So check it out, we got the rear glass all glued into place, everything lined up pretty easy. And honestly, it was pretty easy to line up the glass. We just lined it up with the little moldings on the side. And then I also went ahead and plugged everything up inside. Now that is all good to go. And I was thinking, while this trunk is off, I think we're gonna go ahead and start working inside this trunk. As you guys know, we did replace this quarter panel and we replaced this little bucket here. So we had to remove all of the wiring and these little amplifiers. I think this is the amplifier. Then we have the soft close mechanism right here, which is pretty cool. And there's another amplifier right there. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and just start putting this entire rear end back together. And I think we'll pop off this rear bumper because we do have a couple of new brackets over here for the rear bumper. I think it's right here. We got this bracket, and then we also bought one of these little vents right here, little flappers. So let's go ahead and just get straight to work and start reassembling this entire rear area. I gotta say, this car is coming together slowly but surely. This thing will be 100% buttoned up. So let's just dive right into it and get this rear trunk area situated. So check it out, I pretty much have the entire rear end almost 100% complete. We went ahead and fed all the wiring through, got everything back in its original spots. Everything is plugged up and ready to go. This right here is for the taillights. We're not gonna put them on just yet. I think we'll put them on after we button up the bumper, which we're kind of far away from doing all that. But we got all the wiring fed through there, got everything clipped in to the exact spots where it needs to go. Unfortunately, we do have a broken plug right here, which I have no idea what it goes to. Kind of just looks like it goes to a sensor, but gladly this big plug isn't broken and neither is the taillight plug. So we'll have to just find out and do a little bit of research and see exactly what goes there. And we also went ahead and got this entire trunk area all back together. We are missing one little cover that goes right there, but we'll go ahead and throw that sucker on order. But man, I gotta say, this car is coming together nicely. I mean, just a week ago, this thing was in a million pieces. Now it's finally coming together. I was actually watching a video from like 4 or 5 months ago, trying to see how some of the stuff goes back together in there. And it's pretty crazy what this car looked like before. But anyways, let's go ahead and grab this trunk and go ahead and just put all these wires back together, put the trunk back together. It should be pretty simple. And I really do like how BMW did it on this trunk, where one person can literally put it on and take it off. So let's go ahead and grab that trunk. It's sitting over there, and get this sucker reassembled. So check it out, we got the entire rear of this car all back together. I gotta say, it's turning out really good. It's really nice to see this car finally come together like this. I mean, before it was just a bunch of parts. Now it's coming slowly together. Obviously, there's still a lot of hiccups along the way. We are missing quite a bit of stuff on the rear end of this car. We're missing 6 sensors, which the base models only have like 2 sensors on the rear bumper. This one actually has 6, and it has a little camera in the mirror. So I'm guessing they opted for the parking assistance package, which is gonna be pretty nice. And that's kind of why it sucks buying top of the line models, because usually there's a lot more sensors involved, a lot more wiring and stuff like that. But we're also gonna have to wait on some more other parts, these little bumper extensions right here, and then the diffuser, obviously that's coming from Kai's Motorsports, but everything else is gonna be ordered from the dealer, so it should be here pretty soon. And then I also messed up these clips, so I have to just call the dealer and get them ordered. They're probably like 50 cents. Which is not too bad. And then I kind of just test fitted the spoiler right here. I'm thinking we're gonna get a bigger one. This one's a little bit smaller, not like an actual bigger one, but it's just like this, but it's just a little bit bigger like that. And it just looks a little bit better. That one's a little bit small. We are gonna be pushing like 700 horsepower in this car, so we definitely need a bigger spoiler. But man, check that out. This side looks pretty good. We haven't put the gas cap on just yet because we are calling a PDR guy out here to fix this little dent. Like, you can barely see it. It's super tiny right there, but while we have all this access right here, you can literally just grab a rod and just push that out, and then we can put the gas cap, filler cap all back together, and this side will be done. But yeah, guys, this thing is slowly coming together, and it's incredible. Just how much stuff we've assembled on this car already, it's wild. I mean, to think this thing was just in a million pieces. Hopefully we put everything back together right, and hopefully everything, works properly. Check out the interior, got the extended leather. This thing is sweet. I do gotta say, the red with the matte white just looks absolutely incredible. And on the passenger side, we are missing a couple of things. I think we are missing a sensor. That's why the key doesn't wanna work, because that sensor right there is unplugged, and that's kind of the distance sensor for the keyless entry. I'm pretty sure, not too sure if that's the reason why the key doesn't work, or if there is something else going on in here. But in the next video, I think we're gonna tackle the front end of this car. We are waiting on all of the front grills, all the little trim pieces. We do have some of the sensors here in the front. I think we have all of the sensors on the driver's side, because as you guys know, it was hit right here. So it only messed up this sensor, this one, which that's good. What is this? It's probably something from the drive up here. But man, this thing is gonna look beautiful. In the next episode, we'll have the entire front end back together. This thing is nearly ready to drive. The only thing we are waiting on to drive this thing is this wheel right here. We're probably gonna have to just order a whole new set or get just one. I'm not sure. I need to take those wheels to the balancer, because every single wheel in this car is scraped up, scratched up, like you can see right there. I don't know if I wanna repaint them or just get a whole new set, and we can drive this thing. But yeah, this thing is coming along. I just want to thank all of you guys for sticking around. I know this build has been taking way too long than it should have, but that's just how it is sometimes, You get burned out, you take a break, and time just flies by, and you don't even realize it. So guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a lot of work done on the BMW. Obviously now it's just gonna be a little bit of a waiting game for all the parts to come in, because before, when all the parts were just scattered everywhere, I didn't know what to order. Now I know exactly everything I have to order, and there's a lot of parts. I'm telling you, every single shield underneath the car is destroyed. The heat shields in the back are all destroyed. Have to replace pretty much everything, and that's why it really sucks buying a car that was just wrecked everywhere. So don't do it. Spend a little bit more money, get a lighter wrecked car. But if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also follow us on Instagram at vTuned. Thanks for watching.